Okay, I had to had to think for a second because here's a fun weird brain thing.
Oh, okay.
The button symbols are like tied to the controller I'm using based on my brain.
Okay.
So if I'm holding an Xbox controller, I see X and I press, the left face button. But I'm holding a PS5 controller, but it's using, the Xbox, because, the Xbox names for things, even though I'm using a DualSense.
Right, yeah.
So I was like, X is Xbox. Okay, yes, I got it. Saute. This is Jeff. That was all precursor. That was just some other stuff.
I forgot you hadn't done the intro yet.
Didn't actually say hello yet. Voin is the name of the game we're playing. This game is awesome. I was having tons of fun playing it. So let's start playing it.
Okay.
I'm at the Molten Cathedral, 3 hours and 49 minutes in. This is a... How best to describe? We'll just play.
Yeah.
I did just get a new weapon from finding a boss. I haven't fought too many bosses. I think it was really just like an intro boss, and then this is like the other major boss. There's like elite enemies, I suppose, that I've been fighting a bunch.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some hops here.
Okay.
And I have this wind sword whose special ability is a charged attack, which is at range. And also, this is the new thing. This is the boss's weapon. A big fiery bonk. Allegedly, you look at the special effect here of the Flesh Smith's Grand Hammer.
That's a phenomenal name.
If I spend a knockback charge, it summons a fiery explosion underneath the hit monster. Blah, blah, blah. That's the first one. On the weapons, the first one is the unique for that weapon type, and then the second one is randomly rolled from, I don't know, a set of like 6 or 7. Mm-hmm. I really like the itemization of this game. It's very good. It does something with randomized loot that all games should do, which is offer interesting skill choices instead of damage bonuses. Well, there's still damage bonuses.
Right.
There's at least a few that are interesting. So we've got, this is the cathedral here is where we go to upgrade in between runs.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a rogue-ish element to it, but it is not, it's not a go until you die and then restart and don't have any of your weapons anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit more of a Dark Souls style corpse run as being the only punishment rather than a full on like it deletes all of the stuff you're carrying.
Right, yeah.
But it's a momentum based platforming open world roguelike dark fantasy first person sort of like brawler.
Oh.
So
kind of like
over to our
neon white-ish. Well, no, that was more.
That was more like time trial speed run.
Right.
We've got our different spots here that we can go into. I've only unlocked the 2. This is our difficulty modifier. I'm currently there's 3 different pillars of difficulty. I've not been able to unlock the enormity pillar yet. This was active in the demo, and it made the demo a little bit unwieldy, because I was like, well, I got to turn it all up and see what happens. Turns out it's just nothing but elite enemies. There's like 70 of them, and their health is like 7,000%. So that wasn't the best time. So it is not letting me change this right now. But we do have the enemy density set to as high as it'll get. And I've been ticking this up as we go, enemy toughness. I assume this affects something. Probably.
You probably get something as a bonus for having things
get better
harder.
Loot, I assume. But we can also just knock it down if we want to.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the 2 areas that we've been to so far. The boss that I got from from Hadricon here. was from an underground area. There's no fall damage. There's lots and lots of movement options. And if we drop down from above, we do a lightning strike.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
We're doing a little spin to win here.
Yeah. Goodness. You know what this makes me think of, in a good way? Dark Messiah's Might and Magic.
We're going to get a bunch of loot popping out of these guys.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay attention to it until later. There's no... I mean, technically you could equip, but whatever. For the sake of... I'm going to pretend like it just goes in the bag. When I get back to the cathedral, I'll look at it then.
Right.
Unless it's something that's like the highest, rarity drops or something. But even then...
So...
Might and Magic, you say? Well...
Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, yeah.
Dark Messiah.
Very specifically.
How about a little bit of this? Hold on. Pull out my weapon. Kick!
You have a kick.
My kick is on cooldown. Hold on. I was a little too far away. No! Okay, that's fine.
Oh.
This guy will work. Okay. I kicked him.
So what's that thing hitting them from behind? The little wind apparition going for him. That.
Doing what? Yes. So this is why I said that I really love the itemization in here, because the first weapon, one of the first weapons I was using was the twin blade, dual iron swords. You see that their unique ability is a perfect timing on a heavy attack, gives you damage bonus. So like, it's something that changes the way you play.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So all of these different slots have different passive abilities, the heart being the one that controls your health here, but there's a little prancing horse at the top. This means I can triple jump when my weapon's sheathed. Awesome. And then the one that's giving me the dash is the ring. The ring of floating butterfly, which is currently primeval at the moment. That's like high rarity. So if I dash when I see yellow, I get a spectral dude that comes out and starts attacking for me.
That's
which is
awesome.
Great because you don't have to be near them for your spectral dude to start to...
Wailing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't even have to have my sword out for that to happen. The combat in this game is so good.
It seems really fun.
It feels real nice. Okay, I'm not entirely sure really how to spend a knockback charge. Wasn't really sure how that works. We're doing a little spin to win. I'm just gonna walk in the middle here. Probably not the best. The ability that I'm using there is not. I don't know. I don't like the spin to win. That's all right. Let's charge it up. Let's do some lightning strikes here. It's a very slow weapon. Just gonna time my strikes a little bit here. Your dash is completely independent of whatever your sword is doing, which is why you can get
amazing.
The perfect dashes at any moment. It's not even a cancel. It doesn't cancel anything. It's just a completely separate system going on.
That's amazing. Okay, so so you've got the 3 blue icons. Those are your dashes and your jumps, I guess.
Yeah, those are the dashes. And if I sheath my weapon, I can spin 2 to get a super dash. And if I get enough height, it'll become a lightning strike, like so.
Nice. And then those yellow, are those your knockback charges?
Yeah, so those are the knockback charges, which...
Yeah, you used one there.
I'm not entirely sure how to spin them.
Well, you are spending them.
I think that... Because the other sort of system of resources that I have going on here is the rune charges. So on the haft of the weapon here, there's 3 floating runes that I should be able to charge up with damage. So if I just do 3 hits here. Okay, it should be, yeah, so it's not fully lit up, so I can use a runic strike, which has a certain effect. In this case, chain lightning because of an item that I have equipped. But I wasn't really sure how to specifically spend the knockback charges. Maybe I was like, do I have to like charge up a runic strike?
I mean, it looked like
it's
it was
only on hit confirm.
Yeah, I think it was just spending them when you had them.
Okay, that might be the case.
Like, what was the
knockback charges is also a pretty fun system because, you know, games, we're just going to go walk across the water here.
Oh.
Games that just have knockback. Most action games are completely, the feel of them and how frustrating they are is completely dependent on stagger and stun and knockback. Being able to do it consistently and that kind of thing. So these worlds are fairly open, as you can see. Also, we can just walk across the water,
which is nice.
I just love that you can just do that. There is a fast travel of sorts when we reach certain sort of locations. There's like a little sky node that opens up that we can get to. I think there's one on top here. It's also a game that strongly encourages dark business, which I am a fan of.
Ooh,
found a mode of power. Those are rare.
Neat. What do they do?
Use those to get unlock powers, the actual powers here.
Oh, okay.
I have the 3 that I have that are available, so I have those 2 extra modes. I just don't have anything to do with them yet. So let's see, what's the goal here? I think I want to get to I'm not entirely sure exactly. I kind of thought that beating that boss would have opened up the next zone,
but apparently not.
Yeah, but it didn't. Suppose we could just go to the top. That's probably a good place to go.
Yeah.
All right, let's just go.
Let's just fly.
Let's just fly around, you know.
Oh.
This is the teleport spot. So yes, when you get next to one of these nodes, the ones, the developer did mention that this is technically it's early access and it's just one dude. So I mean, yeah, updates will be incoming. So on this version of the game, it did mention that it wanted to put in a different more fast travel options when you're inside the zones, which I assume means that maybe you'll be able to access these without having to go to one first. So you go to them to activate them, but now it's a little awkward because you have to go to the first one when you return in order to access the network like this.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, is what it is. Those are the other spots I've been to. We can go here.
I have to say, I really love how this game looks. This game...
It's crunchy,
but good
also like
crunchy.
But also good. Good crunchy.
It's like it's crunchy in the way that, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it. It's the crunchy in the way that like Might and Magic 7 is crunchy. 7? 6 or 7. It's just like that right level of weird crunch.
Let's see if there's any stuff up here in this tower.
Trying to think if there's another thing I can tie it to that isn't Might and Magic, but my brain is just... Proteus.
Oh.
You know? It's kind of like a Proteus kind of
yeah, it's got a little, the Proteus crunch to it. The sort of like pixelated textures, but there was not anything up here. Dang. For the most part, if you find like a little nook or something, there'll be something there. So we got a tree here. We'll see if there's anything next to the tree. Any loot? Any dudes? I can.
Sacred venom.
Venom
sapped.
Okay.
Wow, that word wouldn't happen. Oh man, it's like when I tried to say carolers earlier today, and my brain was like carolers. Carols.
I guess we could. Let's go into the middle, I guess.
Or maybe just saying carolers caroling, like, quickly is difficult. I don't know. Exercise for the viewer at home.
For sure.
Ooh.
So this path is actually where I had gone to before, the Citadel's depths, which I ended up
That's so cool
going
looking.
a bunch. So yeah, the dungeons, when you're on the overworld of the zones, the way that you complete a run is by staring into the sky, asking for a portal.
Americ's light reaches for you, lightning. Follow it.
And then our exit portal is underneath the beam of light.
Oh, that's
quite adorable.
That's really cool.
Maybe that way? Typically there would be like some kind of like glowy bit to go towards.
Yeah.
Maybe like another shaft of light. So in the first zone there's like an obvious kind of purple beam. It's like, okay, it's on top of this huge cathedral. That's probably where the boss is, or you know. So it's possible that maybe I just missed something in the depths. Let's just explore. Well, maybe just go this way. Just go over this way.
I'm also getting major like Shadow of Colossus vibes.
These guys are a little bit hardier. I'm not like loving the speed of the weapon. We'll use the Wind Razor for a little bit here.
Yeah.
I also have my heart item. See, this one I can throw out.
Oops, sorry, I just punched my mic.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Did the game just
The
crash?
game has crashed.
Oh no.
The game did crash. That's all right. We'll
Yeah.
let me open it back up. Recording's still going. Let me see where it takes us back to. Let's open that back up.
It was too much cool.
Yeah, maybe the recording and the streaming, and then the also chain dashing rapidly across the map. Maybe there's some things that are stacking up. And
Yeah. Did you
no,
still have
too much?
Unreal open as well?
No, I closed the Unreal Editor. Yes, I made sure to do that. Obviously, yes, if I have Unreal Editor open with a project loaded, it's going to interfere. So,
I mean, you
I
say
did consider that,
obviously,
thank
but
you.
you know. Dracon.
See where the autosave. Yeah, okay, autosave. I'm just right here.
That's impressive because you were right there.
Nice. So the heart I got here. This is the firstborn item that I've made. In between the runs, you can upgrade the rarity of your items, and when we get to a certain point, they become primeval. In which case, you feed items to them. That's the satiety, and then once they're satiated, 2 of them can be put onto the firstborn altar in order to get a firstborn relic. Now, that's all probably more complicated. Sounds more complicated than it is. Basically, you just spend your currency to level things up, and then you can mash 2 of them together to get a gooder one of them.
Oh, so
the way the mashing up works is that, you know, I had mentioned that the unique thing is the first, and then the random one is the second.
Yeah.
Sort of affix. The firstborn item takes the unique of one and makes it the second one. So you can have 2 of the unique effects on an item. That's what the rarity level is for. So in the case of the heart here I made, it took the pizza electricity from the quartz heart, which it already had, which is you get a temporary heart when you take damage. So that's the blue heart that appears.
Mm-hmm.
And then the refraction shell is coming from, I don't actually have another one of them, but it's one that just gives you a percent chance to just not take damage. So it's just 11% to just not take damage. Good enough. And if I ever wanted to replace that, I could always just get another primeval one, feed it into it, replace it, I assume.
Yeah.
This does mean that the this primeval room that I have over here, Purist, I hate Purist. You cannot regenerate HP with light and heavy attacks. You can only use runic strikes to do it. I was like, oh no, I was dying very fast when I tried that one out. It's no bueno. Anyway, let's climb back up to where we were. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's. I got my triple jump, so I can fly high into the sky, fancy free.
And then
And let's back it up.
Yeah.
And let's kind of cycle our
abilities.
special abilities here.
Yeah.
Got the runic strikes. We got our little spectral lad coming out.
Yeah.
I've got a buff that let me throw this one out again. On the bottom there, it's a buff that gives me just the extra damage for a little bit, because why not? As long as I can keep them in front of me, I should be okay. Can always go into the air whenever I need to. Oh, yeah. Didn't want. Fell into a bunch of the projectile guys. Important to have a firing line.
Yes,
I
like.
I was kind of hoping that the stomp would have killed him, but nah. The amount of health I have on the enemies is like, nah. I probably should have thought about that.
I do like that it said you've been stopped.
You've been stopped.
But the act of
Not been
vindication
killed.
cannot be halted, which is like.
We could do our
That's
corpse
intense.
run though.
Oh, hey, look, there's your corpse.
So I happen to know that there is a teleport on top of the tree over here, so we can
Neat.
probably get a little bit closer. Just kind of.
I was gonna say
Sapped
the
ether
feeding things to make bigger, better things. Just for some odd reason, makes me think of Phantasy Star Online with your whatever
Your mag.
Your mag, yeah.
Yeah.
If you feed them right, you get a little Dreamcast. It's great.
Yeah. Never played Phantasy Star. Well, technically, I played a little bit of the free-to-play PSO2.
Yeah.
Briefly. I was like, it's fine.
I mean-
It did not quite vibe with it, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
We're gonna go punch
Yeah.
this flesh pile to get our stuff back. All right. Now, all of our goodies fell out of it, but we do want to.
get
First
them.
of all, we want to get rid of the explodey boys. Stay in range so that I can get my spectral lads out.
Yeah. Oh. Do you lose that if it doesn't hit? Yeah, okay.
No, the runic strike stays with you unless it confirms damage.
Okay.
Okay. Now this little summoner lad. Needs more kicks. Oh, I missed. Embarrassing.
It does seem kind of hard to hit these
There
guys.
we go.
Oh, hey, drop the thing.
Pick some more stuff. All right, let's go get our goodies.
Yeah.
I don't know what I've been blighted with.
Weakness.
There's like a little icon in the corner. Weakness? Okay.
Yeah. I was going to ask
Not
what
sure
that was,
means.
but
Not sure what that means. All right, we'll try and play it a little bit safer here. These summoner units are a little problematic because they keep putting things behind me.
mm-hmm.
Hey, get over here.
So, looks like they're doing it again.
Yep. Let's keep the circle strafe going.
Yep.
Ooh, got some more coming in from behind.
Yep.
Have little fun indicators on the side, letting me know there's some lads around the edges that I need to pay attention to.
It seems really hard to hit the summoners with the runic strike. Or with the lunge one, I guess.
I'm also trying to pay attention to a bunch of stuff, so.
Right.
Okay.
The kick is always
Okay,
funny.
okay. I've almost made it back to my flesh pile.
All right.
Okay. Now let's just absorb the flesh pile. All right.
Da-na-na-na.
Got our stuff back. I wonder what's at the end of the bridge. I don't have to fight the folks, you know.
Right.
Kinda,
It's just fun.
yeah, it's fun to do. You get stuff out of it. It's fun to do.
Yeah. All right. We've got a little village.
We've got a
The Thronum remains.
Thronum remains. Generally speaking, I'm looking for, well, like most video games, light sources that sort of indicate there might be an actual door to go through into a dungeon. Typically, I find that secret chests, they seem to be like blue lights so far. I wonder if there's anything else here. I think that I've been over here before and got a secret chest over here.
Okay. Do the secret chests have
I'm also like looking
set
for points
loot
of interest.
or...
Oh, there's a chest there. Okay.
Oh.
We'll be able to try out our Hand of Misfortune. Let's do a little drop down.
Oh. Oh, is there friendly fire for the enemies?
There is.
Oh, that's amazing.
Not intended. All right, I've reset to the other side of the arena.
Well, that's amazing.
Boop. Get my little gubbins. Nom, 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 nom.
I'm assuming those are souls
Okay.
or blood echoes or...
Yeah. Just my currency. Generic currency. Okay.
All right.
Now, I have an item.
The Hand of Misfortune.
The Hand of Misfortune. A primeval item is guaranteed to drop. But there's an 80% chance that this item will break. And my luck is reduced 2.2% permanently. What does that mean? I have no idea. I've been using these every time I find them because I was like, all right, free stuff.
Free things.
Free things. Let's see if it explodes. It did explode, but that's okay. Turned it into a screeching necklet that is primeval. It is called. It is corrupted at the moment. We look at it on our little. Well, let me put my
Horsey
prancing
back on.
steed back on. Let's see. That one is a amulet. Okay, there we go. I got some other versions. Of
You
it.
got-
You can kind of see the fledgling is the first level, and then
Right. Primeval.
like, penultimate primeval.
Corrupted. I will lose
color,
this
so-
item upon death unless I cleanse
Yes.
the corruption.
So if we leave and then we go to the bell room, then it doesn't become it becomes part of the inventory rather than part of the flesh pile that appears when we die.
Yeah.
So Stentorian posture, psychic damage. I'm not sure what psychic damage does. Is it just magic damage? Is there specific things that do psychic damage?
Oh, but it
I'm not really
does-
sure about that.
has a chance to apply weakened.
It does, like, fire and lightning damage and poison damage are specific things that are mentioned. Like, I mean, the one I have equipped does poison, like, lightning damage. At the bottom there is a bonus, like a passive bonus. Some other things take fire damage, so that I assume is different than psychic. But psychic is a little p instead of a big P, which makes me think it's a general category. So it's like magic damage. So maybe lightning and fire and poison are considered psychic. I don't know. I'd have to ask the internet. I need a guy. I need whatever the equivalent of, I don't know. I was to say it's not really a lore thing, so it wouldn't be Vati, but
No, it would be like
I need
you need like a potato McWhiskey or for
Yeah.
Civ 6 or
Yeah.
a blade for Stardew Valley or
yeah, I need a Gaijin Hunter or a Cantaperme. Actually, I don't think I've ever said that person's username out loud. I have no idea if that's true or not. Maybe I'll put it on screen.
a Veil Fisk for those who need a connoisseur of torture and garbage.
Oh yeah, so I was gonna say that since we picked up that primeval thing, we could, if we wanted to, we'll go back, I suppose,
Mhm.
and then we can, if we really wanted to, we could feed it and then move that ability over to another one later on, if we really wanted to. So the Stentorian posture would be the one that would be passed on. And it's a low roll, whatever that means, +5 instead of +7, but who cares? Whatever. Numbers are numbers. But I really, at the moment, I've got some poison synergies because my my preferred weapon, the little primeval wind razor here, has a poison damage increase by 3%. That doesn't seem like a lot, but we can also feed. We can feed it, get more poison damage. Poison is coming out of my crits, and so if there's anything that's like guaranteed crits or something, then that's probably what. We'll head back and we'll go ring the bell.
Yeah.
Your path is clear. Go while the light holds steady.
Why am I doing this?
Your stubbornness is admirable, if entirely misapplied.
That was interesting.
Well, I don't think that was supposed to happen, but there's some invisible guys here that we can stab while I'm contemplating that. I think that might have been a physics bug.
Yeah, it looked
Funny,
like
though.
it.
That or a new feature, just added.
All
I did
right.
overshoot a little bit. Okay,
Yeah, by a tiny bit.
These guys are not invincible when they're visible. They just are very hard to hit.
Hard to see.
Yeah, Wind Razor being able to
Do that.
the being able to hit from a distance and also have the dodges auto damage basically.
Yeah.
It's just great. Oh, there's still a guy here.
I do like that the poison trail they leave eventually just catches on fire. As most things ought to.
Yeah, and burns away. There we go. Hello, Gubbins. Okay. There's always more enemies, so I'm not concerned about that. Let's do a scale the cliff here a little bit.
That was weird. You got so much momentum.
Yeah, I think that there is some sort of physics bug of like hitting the dash at like the exact moment I landed on something maybe, and it multiplied the
if only you'd recorded
the force
it.
That's being applied. Yeah, there's no way to know for sure.
Yeah.
It's just who knows.
It'd be nice if every game needs
if I were to take a slightly more educated guess,
yes.
since this is running Unreal Engine, I assume that the dash is doing a character controller impulse, and it might just be doing an add impulse, but it also might be like a multiplicative thing, so that could be the case where it's like you hit the corner and you gotta change in like angular momentum, and it like at the exact moment it like calculated like an overflow or something, but then it capped it and then just sent you flying. I don't know. But what do I know?
Now, I'm gonna say a thing that's gonna sound like I'm being mean, but I'm not. Every game needs a Sonic 2006 style, like, if you pause and unpause at the right time while jumping, you will fling yourself into the atmosphere. Like, every game needs that, honestly.
Let's go ahead to cleanse. I appreciate the fact that I do not have to stand on the ground basically at all ever if I chain my dashes correctly.
That is very nice.
Okay. We've cleansed the equipment.
Yeah?
This is all the currently equipped equipment. We can
Oh, this is where you
spend
feed
our
it. Yeah.
stuff. Yes, we can. So this is the sort of upgrade part where we can increase the rarity. So this one would go from green to, purple, probably.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, elder, primeval, ancient, but, magic, legendary. It's the same stuff.
Yeah.
The primeval ones are the ones that can't be upgraded anymore, and then they go into the here's the little feeding pin. We can increase all of our damage, so it's at 4. The maximum is I think 6.
Nice.
So let's go feed our ring a little bit, just for funsies.
Okay.
I'm going to drop everything that I'm not equipped with, except for the ones that are primeval. We'll consider that later, but let's see. What else did I pick up here? Got 2 primeval of those, an ancient one. Nah. Let's see, runes. It's like I haven't found a better one of these, so I might just spend the currency to upgrade it.
Mm-hmm.
The purest one, not liking very much. Just chain lightning seems good, so but
Yeah.
feed the other one there. Tons of weapons. The dual swords I'm still working for upgrading. So
Okay.
I really do like that perfect strike. I think I'm going to turn that into a different weapon. Viper's Blade is also one that seems very good. It seems like a really good one-on-one boss killing kind of weapon because it just applies poison on hit.
Yeah.
Oh, this one doesn't do poison on hit. Maybe the other Viper Blade did.
Viper's Saber?
It was the Saber that does the poison on
Yeah,
hit. So I guess the Vipers are just poison related. That's fine. You get
okay.
tons of stuff. The
Yeah.
ancient ones, I was like, oh, it's whatever. Just items and numbers don't really matter.
Yeah.
So just get rid of them. That's just true of video games.
Yeah, you don't have to be
Let's see,
precious.
the ancient one, like these, I'm keeping these around because I want to see the things that I could possibly get if I had upgraded them, and then kind of think like, what kind of build do I want to do? Like this Ring of Floating Butterfly, that first one is great, but I was like, what do I want on the second one? Don't know yet. So I'm like exploring my options. Like if I upgraded this one, maybe I could get it's like I am using temporary hearts, so like maybe that's useful. But I'll keep looking at rings. Do some window licking. Boop. Nom 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 nom. Okay. It's full. It's full now. So
I do like that it didn't eat when it was full. That's very cute.
Yes, very good. The Wind Razor is currently down to 3% poison damage. Honestly, I don't have anything else to use this extra stuff for, so I just feed it. Might as well.
Yeah. There was the Mithra whatever Claymore.
And we got some these.
Hearts.
Okay, keep the primeval ones just in case I decide. And then I think that's about it. Cleared out the inventory. Yeah. So this is not going to be too much. Well, there's some purples in there. It probably is. Yeah, it does a lot more. It is 9% damage. Well, why not?
Nice.
We could also level up. We got 5,500. It seems like leveling up only affects damage output because like I have 25% damage. So I mean, the numbers game in this case is like, oh, you leveled up, you do more damage. Ooh, you got a new item that gives you more damage. But then also you could just go in and turn up the enemy health. So like whatever. I mean,
yeah,
it's fun to see numbers go up, but like you totally could just, there's without a set difficulty, it's really more of like a Diablo style of like change the Inferno or Hell rating or whatever it is in that particular game to whatever it is you're looking for getting the stuff that you want. Let's go to the level up chamber, which has a cool sort of it's a fractal design.
Ooh.
Everything is mirrored.
Oh, that's cool.
In order to level up, we have to dash through the level up gate. You can actually dash through the one on the ceiling as well. It just does the same thing. I was kind of a little disappointed that it didn't get like a special teleport, but no, that one on the ceiling does the same thing as the one down here. So
yeah.
Whoop. Level 7. Spinner points. We fed our stuff.
Now you do 30% more damage.
Wandered about. Yeah.
What happens if you jump through the gate without
nothing?
Without enough. Sorry. Whoop. Not enough. Ichor. Okay. Ichor. Ichor?
Ichor?
I'd always said Ichor, but I've heard some people say
fine.
Ichor, and I'm confused now.
I think maybe it depends on how you want to emphasize.
Mm.
So this game is great. Maybe that one person, I'm always happy to, support indie games because making games is like literally impossible. Like no one has ever made a video game before. I don't know if you knew that, but
yeah, it's
especially if it's just like one dude is like, want to do the movement from Doom and like a good first-person melee. I was like, Godspeed, little doodle. I will meet you there.
And then he did.
Also, yeah, and then also like dark business, like no invisible walls. Like I got to 99% to the top of this thing, just doing dark business until it finally became too vertical. But I'm saying there's the
do you want to get up there for the Vista?
No.
No, okay.
I do not. It did take a while.
Okay.
But we do a Vista like let's do a rolling Vista. We'll turn the toughness down to 1. We'll head back into Adricon, and then you can do the outro while I just kind of mindlessly slaughter some folks. You know,
right, so that sounds like a good Vista.
I'll wait. This bridge works. We'll
I'll wait till you find folks, and then I'll start up. Oh, hey, you found folks.
let's jump up into the air.
Well, if you enjoy this and the other things we do, please consider supporting us on Patreon, most direct way. But you also do the YouTube stuff, the like, the comment, the subscribe, the share it with people. Let the algorithm know that we're dope and it should promote us. We love making stuff like this, and all of those things make it easier to do.
Voin.
As you always have. The portal will
I kind of just want to get this game now.
It's like really fun. Like
Yeah,
I was just
it
sitting there being
looks
like,
fun.
I was like, I think I could probably knock up the enemy density. It's like, yeah. I want all the enemies. I was like, I could probably make them a little tougher. And I just ran into a boss, and I was like, oh, I guess it's boss time. But being able to just, it's not even a cancel. It's not it cancels nothing.
It's just a dash.
You have a completely separate, like, invincibility dash defensive system that's completely on top of the offensive do damage cast spell system. So I was like, oh, that's great. I love that a lot.